The clothes we wear is celebrating white people culture. Not to mention the food where most of we eat. So we don't want to go and go cook. Razor, on a warm Thursday. Today I'm with you again. Today is the 1st of February. January run off quick, man. This is Black History Month. This is Reggae Month. We want to focus on the two of them at the same time. You understand? You know, Black History Month, a brother named Carter Woodson started. It was a week when it started. Now it's a month. And we hear some people that say, Black people, Black History Month, why don't I put on the shortest month? And see the people them who say them not celebrate Black history at all. Because if it never they hear them and say, oh, them not celebrate Black history. And them have 1 month and them say, why Black History Month? Oh, them put on the shortest month. Them should have put it in the whole year. Look here. Most black people celebrate white history the whole year. Celebrate white history the whole year. Next week, and you're going to hear them celebrate Valentine's Day. And then after Valentine's Day, you're going to say, Lent come up our way, Ash Wednesday. You're going to say Easter. And go on along the line. You see them celebrate Christmas, Boxing Day. Most of the days them is in celebration of white ideas and white culture. And then not to mention the clothes we wear. The clothes we wear is celebrating white people culture. Not to mention the food where most of we eat. So we don't want to go and go cook. That is celebrating white culture. So, them celebrate white culture every day, and then you hear some people that say, them should have make Black history the whole year, but them don't celebrate the 1 month. Most of them will say it. Don't celebrate it even 1 month. Black History Month is designed to make you go and see and recognize the contribution that black people make in world history. The contribution that black people make in world history. Black History Month is there to remember you. And we use the word remember you to deliberately. That you must remember that African people is the originator of most of the things them that we see. Them call it invention. Them call it cultural expression. Black people, African people, are this genesis. Now we must recognize what we call the heroes that we have, that has made a mark on world history, on African history, and a further extent, world history. We have to mention Marcus Mosiah Garvey, where most people in Jamaica don't know about Marcus Garvey, more than say, him is the first national hero of Jamaica. And that he was born in a St. Anne. That is as far as certain people knowledge of Marcus Garvey come. But yet still, we have the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey that's put together by his second wife, Amy Jakes Garvey. And it is well known all over the world, that book. But if you go into the libraries of Jamaica, if you go into the schools of Jamaica, you will hardly, if any, you will find that book. And that book has shaped millions of people. I want to say millions, I talk about literally millions of people. The philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. Most Jamaicans, your people are talk about they must teach Marcus Garvey in school. Who going to teach it? Because the teacher them is as naive and as dumb as the student them, as it come on to Marcus Garvey, the national hero of Jamaica. And most Jamaicans don't know why he is a national hero. Most Jamaicans, and we are talking about including the teachers. Including the teachers. Them don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey. So, this is the month where we reflect on these people, and we're going to allow you to reflect on these people and the things them that African people did and is doing. Plus, as I say, reggae music. We're going to take a break and come forward.
Really rocking, you know?
Things there. And them things there's everyday using things. If black people never invented, we wouldn't have no fridge, we wouldn't have no elevator, we wouldn't have no cook. I mean, it's a school the brother put in less than 4 minutes. In less than 4 minutes. Him get education there was unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. History man, he's a genius. He's a genius, history man, trust me. To put together all them history in a short space of time on a CD. Yeah, man, we love it. We love it. And I hope someone out there hear it and just remember who him say invent the refrigerator and even the peanut butter and even the gear, the automatic gear stick. All them things there. The stoplight, where everybody look on every day. It's a serious thing. Very important that we know these things. In school, that invention is not a white thing. It's not Europeans alone invent things. Black people invent enough things, and we are talking about the everyday things where everybody used to. So, that is really important. If you don't know your history, you're going to repeat it. If you don't know your history, trust me, you don't know what is happening, why it's happening today and what you're going to do tomorrow. It's just that. This is the Steppin Razor. Wow. Anyway, as I said, they will call the election. So as soon as IRFM, the local government election, as soon as IRFM and so on as them ready, don't have which part them there, we are going to put you to it. I mean, I depend it already. I depend it already, but we're going to go and do what we are doing. As we are talking about black history and thing, you know, local government election was supposed to call years ago, and the JLP government keep putting it off. Well, this is the month of reckoning for the local government election. The two parties them say they will get more seats than what they did get before. Very interesting, very interesting. We'll continue the Black History Month reasoning and music. One thing with the Jamaican artists, as you can hear History Man do it, is put some relevant topics into music and make it become palatable. So we're going to listen to this man, you know, junior
persons, members of parliament, councillors, councillor candidates and officers is being held at the Montego Bay Convention Centre. It comes as the country awaits the announcement of the date for the local government election due by month end. Speakers so far have hinted that the date will be announced at this meeting. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is at the podium. The policeman who was mowed down by a motorist along the North Coast Highway in the vicinity of Unity Valley in St. Anne last night has died. The Police Federation says Constable Roshane Lee of the Highway Safety and Patrol Division died while being treated at hospital today. Reports that about 11:10 p.m., Constable Lee was conducting traffic duties when he signaled a motorist to stop. He was reportedly hit during the process. The cop was taken to hospital where he died today. The motorist involved in the incident is in police custody. A cattle farmer was shot and killed and 2 other men wounded after they were attacked by gunmen yesterday in St. Elizabeth. Dead is 69-year-old Desmond Wright of Williamsfield District, St. Elizabeth. The incident occurred in Wilting, Newcastle, Santa Cruz. Reports from the Santa Cruz police said that about 12:05 p.m., Wright and 2 other men aboard a truck went to purchase cattle when they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened gunfire, hitting them. The gunmen escaped with a large sum of cash stolen from the men. The lawmen were contacted and the wounded men were taken to hospital, where Wright died while being treated and the other 2 men were treated and released. A 34-year-old Hanover chef has been charged in relation to the murder of a man and the wounding of a woman on Market Street in Montego Bay, St. James last year. Oraine Anderson, otherwise called Proper of Bamboo in Hanover, is charged with murder, wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Police say about 11:45 a.m. on December 5, Wesley Reed was walking along the roadway with a female relative when they were approached by a gunman who opened fire, hitting them. The police were summoned and the 2 wounded people were taken to hospital, where Reed was pronounced dead and the woman treated. Investigations led to Anderson turning himself into the police yesterday. He was arrested and charged. In news overseas, 3 people died and 9 were injured after a metal aircraft hangar collapsed while under construction in the U.S. state of Idaho. The 3 died at the scene while 5 were in hospital with critical injuries after the incident at Boise Airport on Wednesday afternoon. More than 30 people were at the scene when the hangar caved in. Officials have not yet named the victims.
We're there with you. As we are saying, we're waiting words from the other part of Jamaica about this, what is going to happen soon. And considering, say, the teacher them at the school them don't know nothing about Mark, I can recommend some competent brethren who would be able to articulate Marcus Garvey in the school. If he's able to train the teacher them and make them get some books and things, it can go ahead and then help the student them. So I know the government not even thinking about it, but we want them to think about it. That even though we know that there's a lot of teachers there is not versed in Marcus Garvey, philosophy and history, I know ones and ones in a Jamaica who could be recommended, and them know who can be recommended to, but, as we say, them always a throw the baby with the bathwater, all bile, and a go on like. We are say, the time is now. The time is now. The thing I get away. We go America and we put in what them call it, African American history books. And we see Marcus Garvey in there. Imagine that. Marcus Garvey come from Jamaica. And we're looking at the book, them Black History. We see all the African American them who born in America. And we see Marcus Garvey in there. That will show the extent of this man. We see posters all over the place with Marcus Garvey. None of the posters them not make in Jamaica. So how is that possible? And the youth them in America, it starts certain things. Yes, it starts certain things. But as we say, these people is lagging behind, keeping us in the dark. And we try our best with programs like these to make the people them see some form of light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, some form of light. Much life sentence. Plus 1,000 years. If you attempt to escape, I'm going to get 200 years more added to it. I'm going to send once if it could by any chance him reincarnate it and come back again, and another person, he will be arrested at birth. And he will spend the entire what kind of judge that trust that? How him the faith? What kind of man is that? You get a man how much life sentence, years life sentence, and I sentence him to 1,000 years. And I thought about even if him come back in a next person, reincarnated the next person, them go and arrest him and give him some more life sentence. Wow. I tell you, I wonder what them are going to do with this mass murder we are going in Gaza there. Serious Marcus Garvey, as it relates to St. Anne. And we see them kind of disregard a lot of, hey, you ever go up a bus yard yet? I talk about national hero Bustamante and Norman Manley. You ever go to them house yet? And see how them house there? Nobody don't know them man there like how them know Marcus Garvey, you know. Nobody don't know. And they still, you see the place of Marcus Garvey, them same band. We still not say no move and make for uplift it. Maybe a long time I not go around that area, that's still I don't know. But it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. When the world, hey, you have some little school in America, when Marcus Garvey Junior School, Marcus Garvey Infant School, all sort of Marcus Garvey. We see some brethren round a Mountain View take it initiative with Amy Jakes Garvey and have a center there dedicated to Amy Jakes Garvey. Beautiful. We go around the other day. It was beautiful to recognize right in that area there. And you know, it's a troubled area that Marcus Garvey, wife, Amy Jakes Garvey, is celebrated in that area. And we don't hear nothing about even that. We don't hear no guys go down there and have big celebration and all them something there. Because Marcus Garvey is still seen as a little underground, we call it underground man, person. While when you hear them a celebrate all Bustamante and Norman Manley, them achievement. The achievement is to divide the country and take a constitution from England that has not served the people properly, but to maintain British colonialism in Jamaica through the laws and what we call the practices of politicians. They are always using the British way of doing things to govern the people. Marcus Garvey is the man who started the first political party in Jamaica. How much people know that? How much people know that? That Marcus Garvey started the first political party in Jamaica, the People's Political Party. Marcus Garvey got prison in Jamaica because they did criticize the judge them in the court about them corrupt behavior. I tell you, corrupt behavior. We can't talk too much about Marcus Garvey because Marcus Garvey philosophy don't reach its zenith yet, where we can say, wow, you have some politicians who are really into Marcus Garvey to the point where them use in philosophy and opinions, given that Marcus Garvey is seen as one of the greatest philosophers in the past 1,000 years. I know me say that. Marcus Garvey is recognized as one of the greatest philosophers in the past 1,000 years. So you know, say I'm up there with a whole heap of people who we call philosophers in Europe. Yes. This little man from St. Anne. But yet, no, one of them don't care to know neither. tree without root now go survive. The no knowledge of them history is like that tree without root. And people might wonder, what is the purpose of history? They make it irrelevant. They make it irrelevant. Did you know that in Washington, they have a Holocaust museum that the Jews put up there to make the world remember that 6 million Jews died in Germany at the hands of Hitler? They will never make you forget that. A Holocaust museum in Washington that is showing you things, unbelievable things. They're not going to make you forget it. Them children start over and over about Jewish tradition, and even though as blinded it might be in history, when I say blinded, I mean say it cannot be proven, even though them try to prove it, that these people who occupy Israel right now were the same people them that the Bible spoke of that was in Egypt. Still is a debate and a talk over that. We're going to take a break and come forward for liberation and freedom for African people. We want to heal her up 100 times multiplied by 100, square root of 100. Yes.
I won't I know.
You know, but we have to say it and we have to do it because it's not the people will do it. So we throw the can and we are call the foul still. I hope some of them pick it up. We are say there's a book name, I'm never perform yet, but him come here, come make music. Taking Jaffa Cole, my brethren. So, as we say, we are tell the story, and we are play the music that tell the story. We can't leave out the music, because the music is what move the people, them soul and them beat, them heart. The words connect to your brain and to your mind and to your thoughts, that you have to reconsider a lot of things that was taught to us as African people. Some of us lose our pride. The sister here asks, where is your African pride?
It will be February 8th. To repeat, local government elections to be held February 26th and nomination day will be February 8th.
Strange times. So, I could switch the subject a little. You know, last night we put out the thing out there, and because that's where I go and we never really take no call, but here we know. I'm going to ask the question today again, and if you choose to answer. Elon Musk, them say, is the second richest man in the world. I think one guy passed him out, you know. I don't remember what the guy there. I think India him there, but them say Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. Up to last year. Elon Musk now say him have a thing named Neuralink. It's a brain implant. And what is this brain? Well, many things in my work on. He must say him have a chip that can put in the body of the human beings that can alleviate or get rid of certain chronic disease. And him also say this microchip, if you're blind even from birth and you never see it, it can make you see. And them keep it reiterating, say it's not a miracle thing. It's a scientific thing. Him now have it on, well, it's more than one somebody who them call, you know, them a trial test it on people now. That is as far as it reach. Now, my question, we know how people feel about microchip and this and this and that. I would like to know if your family, your loved one, your grandmother, your mother, your father, your grandfather, your picnic have a disease that if you can afford it, would you get this microchip to put in them to alleviate them dementia, them cancer, all these things? Would you put the microchip in them? That's the question. If you want to answer it, you answer it. But before we make you answer it, we want to play this thing we're out there in the news. Listen.
The tech billionaire Elon Musk is saying his Neuralink company has successfully implanted one of its wireless brain chips in a human for the first time. He made the announcement on X, his social media platform, saying the procedure happened on Sunday. He says the subject is recovering well and that initial results show a promising neuron spike detection. Mr. Musk says the product has been given the name telepathy, and the plan is for it to enable control of a phone, computer or almost any linked device just by thinking about them. Several rival companies have already implanted what are known as brain-computer interface systems in humans after tests were carried out initially on monkeys. With more, here's our North America correspondent Peter Bowes.
What Elon Musk's Neuralink is trying to do is what a number of other companies have been attempting for quite a while now, and that is essentially to create a brain-computer interface that will allow a human being to carry out an action through thought alone. Now, it involves implanting a number of microchips into the brain that connect to a part of the brain that is responsible for movement intention. It has the effect that wirelessly it can send a signal to an app that can interpret a person's intentions. It sounds very futuristic, but according to Elon Musk, he says in a post on X, he elaborates a little bit, saying that this device will enable control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking. He says initial users will be those who have lost use of their limbs. It seems they're targeting people with debilitating neurological conditions. Now, it should be stressed that this study is in the early stages. His company was given the go-ahead only last year by US regulators to carry out this human trial, which is in the safety assessment stages. And clearly there is a lot to assess over the following months and years, question mark over whether this device will still be operating as it is designed after 3 months, 6 months, possibly a few years. And the results will be scrutinized very closely. So with that in mind, realistically and practically, it could be several years, if indeed it is shown to be successful, before this kind of thing is available on a wide scale.
So you hear it, Elon Musk, Neuralink, put it inside a head, and then it alleviates a lot of these chronic problems that human beings have. If you can afford it, would you put it in your grandmother who is dementia, or put it in your father who lose the use of one arm foot, them diabetic, are just helping them to live a normal life again? Think about it and tell me. Here we go.
You can't be a dunce bart. You got to know who is who.
Yes, man, I've no scam around him. Ray, you hear them? I tell you, when them hear a children, they love. Man, trust me. Hey, them DJ up on them microphone, them cause the madness, you know. We are all of them DJ and dance. Them call the madness. Yeah. Because them tell the woman to do something. The woman, and the two them know the woman, them in them waters and in the hype at the time, you know. Some outrageous thing them tell the woman them to do, and guess what? The woman them do it. It's a weird thing, weird culture. Me say that. It's a very weird culture. Yes. I don't know where it come from, how it reach us all, but I know say it's really a weird culture. Can't put it down as something as relevant or good for the nation. Yeah, man, some things where the woman them doing at the dance, man, it's outrageous. I can never forget the time when the whole of the woman they jump on the top of my car to rot it. I feel so the car is going to sink. And I wind up and down on the car, me I tell you. And I pass, me just a pass, you know. Take a shortcut for come on my yard. Me drive road, the other road, off the main road. Never know see a big dance down there. And me I tell you, man, them did. Make me car come like a, and you see through them about the camera light on them go on more outrageous, you know. Yeah, them go on more outrageous when them see the car light, when them see the camera light on them. Yes. Why, I tell you, Jamaica is not a real place. Not a real place at all. Believe you. Without them, trust me. Why, we don't know. that thing in Jamaica, you know. Certain things go underground and certain go up on top. And you find that the thing will go up on top get more popular than the things where underground. Yes. If you listen to the radio and you go up on your YouTube and the TikTok, you will see what we are talking about. The goodness is not celebrated in Jamaica. The craziness is lauded in Jamaica.
What dollar bill? Start to see the old slave mill is grinding slow.
Trying to instill in the listener some different aspects of black history and also infuse it with the music. You know, as I say, when the next set of ad them come, we're going to shift gears and we're going to celebrate Dennis Brown until the program finish. Dennis Brown. So before that, we're going to play this. A black man redemption, he must sing about the revolutionary force of Mali. You know, pretty it up a certain way. But we will have none of that. Black man redemption. Africa Youth. Dennis Brown feature after 3:15, after 4:15, Dennis Brown feature. And trust me, in my top 5 best reggae artist, singer, I mean I'm in top 5, and I'll tell you which number I'm there, but I mean I'm in top 5. The other day when we were on Rebel Salute, we say, Sanchez, to me, is one of the best singers in Jamaica right now, and I mean I'm in top 5 too. But I'm not going to tell you what number I'm there. Dennis Brown, tribute for today's people. So we're going to start out with the male names. Adio, A-D-I-O, Adio from Yoruba. He is righteous. Adisa, Yoruba again. A-D-I-S-A, Adisa. He is precise. Adofo. A-D-O-F-O, Adofo. Akan, the warrior. Afi. A-F-I, Afi. Yoruba, spiritual. So that's Adio, A-D-I-O, he is righteous. Adisa, A-D-I-S-A, he is precise. Adofo, A-D-O-F-O, Adofo, the warrior. And Afi, A-F-I, Afi, is what we call spiritual. Okay. Female names. I could say, sure, right, it says female names. All right. Yes. Female names. Here we go. Ayo. Ayo. A-Y-O. Ayo. Ayo is a Yoruba word. Means joy. Joy. Ayobami. 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 A-Y-O-B-A-M-I. Ayobami. Ayobami, Yoruba again. I am blessed with joy. I am blessed with joy. Aza. Aza. A-Z-A. Aza means powerful. Swahili name. Aziza. Aziza means precious. Precious. So that's Ayo. A-Y-O. Ayo means joy. Ayobami. Ayobami. A-Y-O-B-A-M-I. Ayobami. I am. Aza. A-Z-A. Aza means powerful. And Aziza. A-Z-I-Z-A. Aziza means precious.